Welcome to Crackaback. My name is Andrew, and today we're cracking open Throne of Eldraine. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is a fairy token, followed by Swamp for our land. Then we have Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig, which for green is a 0/0 legendary creature. Reads Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig, enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Yorvo. Then if that creature's power is greater than Yorvo's, put another +1/+1 counter on Yorvo. So this wants ever-increasingly powerful creatures to be entering the battlefield to continue scaling Yorvo up to absurd levels with +1/+1 counters. And part of the way to do that would probably be to finding a way to get counters off of him so that even small creatures can trigger him getting 2 counters instead of just 1. So maybe if you find ways to... maybe you have different outlets or abilities that want you to be sacrificing or removing counters from permanents you control to then, take 2-3 counters off of Yorvo before you cast any creatures, and then, you get your creatures out and you get extra 2 counters on him each time, so that you keep having a roughly probably 3 to 5 counters on Yorvo every time you cast creatures, or after you've cast creatures for the turn. Either that, or you look for ways to continually have larger and larger creatures. Like you start with, here's my 3/3, here's my 7/7, here's my 9/9, here's my 11/11, here's my 15/15, so that I have something that's still bigger than Yorvo. I like the idea. I like the design. It's interesting, right? Having a creature that wants bigger creatures than it. It feels similar to training, but instead of needing to be attacking with a creature that has higher power than it just has to enter the battlefield. So I like that better than training. Do I think that I would be able to really take advantage of all those extra counters? No, not without, like I said, a way to remove counters from him. Which, it sounds like an interesting deck to me. If you've done something like that where you're trying to manipulate the number of counters on Yorvo to continually get the extra counters on him every time another creature ETBs, let me know. It sounds like an interesting idea. I think I'm going to try to come up with a deck list for that. But if you already have one, let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see a deck tech from me of whatever I come up with for that, also let me know in the comments below. Next we have Arcanist's Owl. Then we have a Showcase Art Shepherd of the Flock, Mad Ratter, Bacon to a Pie, Vantra's Paladin, Forever Young, Insatiable Appetite, Roving Keep, Rimrock Knight, Tome Raider, Fortifying Provisions, Blow Your House Down, and Run Away Together to round out the pack. Now for today's Pack 1 Pick 1. I think I'm going to go with Mad Ratter. For 3 and a red, it is a 1/2 creature that reads, whenever you draw your second card each turn, create 2 1/1 black rat creature tokens. So this is going to want you to be drawing lots of cards, which was the theme for this deck, was card draw. So this is just going to be looking for things like Thrill of Possibility or Lock Dragon to be able to have outlets for extra card draw. Both of those would, need you to discard in order to draw, but that's all that this cares about, is getting an extra draw every turn. There's also, what was that, Unlikely Alliance or something like that, where had similar payoffs, but it was creating, I think it was blue fairy tokens, and it was in red-blue. There's an enchantment in red-blue. I think it was called Unlikely Alliance or Unprobable Alliance, something like that. So that would fit with this as well, where you're just trying to find ways to get extra card draw and get some payoff for it. In this case, getting some extra creatures that you can use. So, like I said, just looking for extra card draw to continue to get this to just churn out a couple extra creatures every turn. So that's my pick one. There are other great cards in this pack, though, so if you have a different pick one than me, let me know in the comments below. But that's all for today, so thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.